Anyway, before I read these scriptures, I'm going to say this here. The ones of you that came up under Great Millstone or GMS, you're indebted to us because we gave you this truth. Because let's say we never went out there and spoke. You would follow IUIC, ISUPK, GOCC. Let's say you follow GOCC. What would you be teaching? That Edomites can make it, that there's mermaids in the sea, because you don't have any other choices. Or you might follow IUIC or ISUPK, where they teach that the mark of the beast is an embargo, and Christianity. Or you might follow what is it, the HODC, where they've been teaching when they came on YouTube that Cornelius is an Edomite. So let's say you followed them. You would follow what they basically teach the same thing that we teach, but you know what? When Cornelius come up, they'll say Cornelius is an Edomite. Why? Because they were taught that from the main school. Oh, and by the way, we were kicked out from the house of David because we were teaching that Cornelius was an Israelite. Now, how many groups out there are now teaching that Cornelius is an Israelite? It always comes back to us having that truth. And there's a lot of camps out there and a lot of Israelites out there that now are starting to say in their mind that the mark of the beast might just be the chip. And why is that? Because we kept banging people's heads with that truth. The mark of the beast is the chip. Anyway, going back to what I said, all of you that are a part of Great Millstone, you're indebted to us. Just like we are indebted to the teachers that taught us. And I'm going to give you an example. High Priest Ariah, and I ran into him a couple of times. High Priest Ariah and High Priest Shaw, they're still down with they're under the Tazadakia or what is it, ICJC, whatever. I fumble when I try to use that acronym. Israeli Church of God and Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's say that whole thing breaks up for some reason. Let's say there's no more, that school is no more there, and everybody's scattered. And let's say that we find out that Ariah doesn't have any money, he's about to get evicted or whatever, and High Priest Shaw, well, guess what? Me, myself, and the other apostles, and y'all that came up under us, we're indebted to them. So we're going to have to take care of them. We're going to have to make sure they have a place to stay if they're in that condition. We're going to have to take care of them. We're indebted to them. Just like you are indebted to us. And if you don't feel that way, then change your name from GMS to whatever. And right now we're in the house cleaning, and there's going to be more guys that's going to fall off from GMS or get kicked out for some reason or another. Because you know what you got? You got a lot of guys in there that are big-headed. You got a lot of guys that are puffed up. When they teach, they teach in a puffed up manner. It says, knowledge puffeth up, but love edifieth. So a lot of you guys are not even edifying. You're spewing forth that knowledge. Hey, the scripture saying, 2 Corinthians 13:5, it says to examine yourself that ye be not reprobate. And reprobate means a man void of judgment, which means he's void of understanding. So he's out there. It's good that you go out there and you teach. But are you edifying, or are you teaching in a puffed up manner? There's an order, whether you like it or not. There is an order. And the order starts, and that's in 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter. You have the apostles, the elders, the teachers. You have helps. That's the order. Then it says in Amos, the Most High is going to sift the house of Israel. And look, anything that you're doing, we didn't seen that before. We've been there, done that, all right? In One West. All you guys that think you're unique and you're special and you doing something that nobody else did, it was all done back in One West. The same characters, man. We even say, well, that brother reminds me of this brother, and that brother reminds me from that brother. And what happened to all those guys? Like Yahawah. Yahawah was a scripture man. He would have 2 or 3 brothers read for me, hold that for me, and get that, and hold this for me, and bring that out. And where is he now? Y'all know Yahawah because he came up against us a couple of years ago, and every time he made a video, we made a counter to him, and guess what? You don't see him no more. The Most High is going to raise up his men, and we believe that we are his men. Now, out of those other groups, are there men of the Lord? Yeah, of course I believe that, yeah. Because there's going to be a time where we won't need this alphabet no more, and it'll just be Israel, and it'll be an order. Moses was the head. Moses, Aaron, Joshua. Then you had elders under them. And then you had the story of Dayton, Corey, and Abiram. And basically what they said, you put too much on yourself. They were trying to say, well, we got to be in a leadership position too. They had a different spirit. And what did the Most High do? Moses said, let the Most High judge between me and thee. And what did the Most High do? Open the ground. They fell in, not just them 3, but the ones that were following them and their families. And then the ground closed back up. So things like that are going to happen again to you big-headed niggas out there, you puffed up niggas in Great Millstone that think your shit don't stink. I'm going to say this again. Hey, the scriptures say, let everything be done in decency and in order. All right? And that's why Apostle Rhymelob, he put up a video dealing with tithes. A lot of you guys ain't even paying no tithes. You ain't even trying to pay no tithes, man. And that's out of order. We're in a situation now where there's one camp, I'm not going to mention their names, it's not important. They're in a particular, I don't know if it's the head guy, one of the guys, they're in the jam and they need a certain amount of money. So we found out, well, let's see what the tithes are like. And they really put very little as far as tithes is concerned. So if there's 100 of us, right? You have the leadership, you pay your tithes or whatever, you give accordingly. Let's say only 10 people give and the rest of the 90 don't give. But out of the 90 that don't give, and they can give, they have, I need this and I need that. Well, you're taking from the 10% that give to spread it to 90%. That doesn't make any sense. That's why the Most High set up that order with the Levites, man. He set up the order with that's in the law, all right? Anyway, I'm going to read these scriptures, and I'm going to say this, man. When this deal go down, there's going to be a lot of guys in Great Millstone, and then other camps say we get on them. Look, I'm getting on Great Millstone right now. There's going to be a lot of guys that's going to fall off. Now, you count in your mind how many men from 2007 until now, 2018, 11 years later, how many men fell off? A lot of men fell off. And then the Most High brought in new men. Anyway, let me just read some of these scriptures. I don't have it in any particular order. I just put it up, the word teach.